clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense starts deep in a hole. Handoff to the lone back. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground,
just opening my door.
Helps this offense find positive yards.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The give on the option. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, it's decision time now for the head coach. You probably like the play call. 3rd down, you're running the ball thinking you're going to get it in your own end. You don't. Now what do you do?
The Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They're going to ride.
I hate when they do that, bro.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Beebe. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. That one takes
Bro,
it
this
down
Allen
to the
nigga get hurt
13-yard
every
line.
game, bro.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get
You
a
in
stop in the
CPU,
red
this
zone.
nigga get hurt.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Brown.
Oh, what in the angle was that?
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And this defense
Holy
is figuring
angle,
out
bruh.
early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open
That's a
downfield.
good dude.
Touchdown, Gator! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this
Why
one.
he make me go way outside like that?
Not much doing on that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Running back searching for a hole. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Gets it to him on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
The sure hands, it's Harvard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Beebe. Turning it on. Rams him with the stiff arm. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Pulls it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job.
Oh, motherfucker.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air, it's Lagway. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gibson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not throwing from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
Looking for a crease. It's ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Just drives it between the uprights. And the field goal ties it up here in the second quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over UConn. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Sweet cut there. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. Got a first down. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get in the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Bro, these injuries, dog.
Just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The official says no good. And here in the 2nd quarter, this field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the run, it's Clark. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. It'll be a draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Finds his man. It's Wilson. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out.
Moving on, Paul Stevens.
And this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Nice job executing all of the assignments.
They killing her in the comments, dog. That's crazy. And that big leg, bro.
Have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. Really good job to pick up a...
Bro, can we avoid an injury? Like, what in the holy hell?
It's really
this nigga ain't get one? Oh, he had one. My bad. He had one injury.
Runs the football and then runs play action.
Like, what is going on out here?
It reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Using his legs, it's Beebe. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. He's going for the big play. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Daniels. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Lagway. Pucks it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Dances away to buy time. Rolling on the run. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive. And he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
I waited too long for that.
With the catch, it's Bennett. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
I waited way too long for that throw.
So now it's second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Quickly out to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And a nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open, makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Looking down the middle. Got a man. It's Bennett. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
A stopping cold maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Lagway. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Ball. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Hand off from the shotgun. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Fights off the defender. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Fighting off the defender. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down.
Oh, my.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Fires to the big fella. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Gives it on the option. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Touchdown, Florida! They take the lead with the 6. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those
always some nonsense with this dude, boy.
Big touchdowns. Good luck stopping him.
It's like EA just can't help himself, man.
When their defense comes on the field. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett.
Had a big go right through my player.
22, he gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. possession, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Harbor. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got his man. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Pulls it in. It's Beebe. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the run, it's Beebe. He has the first and still on his feet. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
It's always nonsense with this nigga, Brad. 3 straight, like I can't call it fumble BS, but 3 straight drives, dog.
Trying to punch it out.
A pick through my nigga.
From the ball carrier, boy, they did it right there.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26.
He had a pick through me. Then a pick where the offensive lineman catches the ball.
They'll go to the ground.
And then a fumble.
And he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game.
Oh, boy.
The line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off play action. Pressure coming. The short hands. It's Clark. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
What a third quarter, bro.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. They get him down with this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to as little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Trying play action. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Gives them a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, under-talked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Shakes off the defender. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Hauls it in. Oh, he's got a chance.
Great catch, Cyrus. Great fucking catch. Got time to give me something. I threw that so late. I threw that so late. If that would have got picked up, I couldn't blame nobody but me. I threw that so fucking late, bro.
Looking to throw on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. With the catch, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And now with that play for this offense.
But that catch, that's the one he dropped. That's the one he dropped.
Does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this fourth down and move the sticks.
For the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive.
That's the one he dropped, bro. He leaps over a nigga head. But that one, the easy one, is the one he dropped. Oh, boy.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
Like,
First down and more.
who they make me switch to? Whole second half full of nonsense, bro. Cause why they make me switch to the safety, bro? Oh my God, bro! Every time with this nigga, dog.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line.
Oh boy, sometimes you can't do shit about it.
To the air on first down. He's got him. On the move at the 30. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
That's reeled in. It's Beebe. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Timeout, South Carolina.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go-longs. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Complete. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He'll pull it down. Got the first down. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Lost to fire on second down. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, and time